Let's begin right here. An ANC meeting in Polokwane last night over the VBS scandal was postponed at the 11th hour. Some senior party officials from Limpopo have been implicated in the damning VBS Mutual forensic report. Almost 2 billion rand was looted, and that's where we find political reporter Samkele Maseko, who joins us from Limpopo. Samkele, good morning to you. Let's not waste any more time. I understand you have the Premier and chairperson of the party in Limpopo. How are they reacting to the VBS scandal?
Well, Xoli, I'm not going to waste time. I'm not even going to say our location where we are, but we're in a very dodgy area should people find out. But we basically ambushed the Premier of the province, Sten Mathabata, whilst he was doing an interview with a public radio station somewhere in Limpopo. We are now going to be speaking to him, particularly after that meeting that was postponed last night, which was supposed to take place at the Franz Muhlala House, the provincial office of the ANC. Premier Sten Mathabata, can we please just update us as the nation? What is going on with the VBS saga, and why was your meeting postponed last night, which you were supposed to have as the ANC top 5, looking as if your deputy Florence Radzilani, the Vembe district mayor municipality, is implicated, along with your treasurer Denim Caesar, in this VBS saga?
Good morning, Samu, and good morning to your viewers also. Yes, we had to postpone our meeting yesterday because some of us were still going through the report, the Reserve Bank report. But at the same time, the secretary was out in Venda, in Vembe, at the University of Venda, and I was out in Gauteng on official business. Then it was almost impossible for us to can hold that meeting yesterday. We then decided that because you can't have a meeting with only 3 office bearers of the ANC being available, and like you correctly say, out of that report, 2 of our officials are actually, there are allegations about 2 of our officials. So we then said, why don't we postpone this meeting so that we meet as a fully, should I say, full component of the top 5 executives of the province. So we postponed this meeting. We are going to meet, we will be at Lutuli House on Monday morning. So before we meet with the officials of the ANC at Lutuli House, we'll then hold our meetings as officials, take a position, take a view of officials of the province, then present our view to the officials of the African National Congress at Lutuli House.
Why are these 2 leaders of your party implicated? I understand you had a meeting with the ANC's top 6 earlier on this year, where the president of the country was very livid and angry, saying that some of your members are coming up with excuses and not being truthful on the matter of VBS. Today they are implicated, their names are on that report. Some are being said to be fixers, getting 2% commissions. One is asking for a Christmas present of 300,000 rands. Where is the ANC's integrity in all of this? When will you be taking action?
Samu, I'm not sure about what transpired in that meeting that you say. The president was very angry because yourself and myself were not part of that meeting. I was not part of that meeting because of certain technicalities. But the report that I received is not what you got. But what I received, the report that I received from the officials who attended that meeting with the national official, was that the officials said to them, we would want to have a comprehensive report. This report that we are providing with us is actually just scratching the surface. Go and conduct a research and investigation and come up with a comprehensive report. And that is exactly what we said we must do. And when we came back here and the comrades reported to us, we then said, but in any event, the provincial government, led by the Premier, is already conducting an extensive research and investigation in this matter.
And Premier, one thing that we cannot avoid is the issue of officials municipal officials that are fingered in that report who are said to have received kickbacks. Surely you are not going to wait for an ANC meeting to sit. It's something that you're going to do urgently to see to it that they are suspended because their names are there already.
That they are suspended is another thing. Remember, we are a constitutional democracy, Mike, where you must follow all the rules, labor laws and all the other laws, So we must allow the municipalities, local government is a sphere of government on its own, and it has what we call perceived independence from the provincial government and the national government, despite the fact that there is this cooperative governance that we have, because we are a unitary state. So we'll allow the local government sphere to exhaust their processes before we as the province and national can come in as if we are reining them in. You see that. But like I am saying, at a political level, we have already started in doing our own investigation. We have already started considering various options, and those are the options that we'll be discussing on Monday.
What are the political implications for those who are fingered in this report, such as Denim Caesar and Florence Radzelande? What does this do to the ANC's reputation, particularly looking at if you have got this new program of renewing yourself, and after that pilgrimage program that you had earlier on this year when you went to King Tony Rabulani Mpepu's house or homestead?
Obviously not good. But what I want to suggest to the media is that let's first hear their own side of the story. I was reading that report. I read the report, all of it. I still want to convince myself with the kind of investigation that we are doing as a province, because I think the brief that Advocate Mutau had is not the same brief that the Treasury in the province have. So if we will have both perspectives of the brief that we gave to provincial treasury, and you then sort of make an analysis of both reports, the Mutau report and the treasury report, I think you'll come up with a very informed decision, a decision that will then give both parties a chance to respond. I had a discussion myself with the provincial treasurer, and in his view, he has got his own views, let me say that. And he's actually saying that if really indeed he was a kingpin, why was he not interviewed? That's the issue that he was raising. And I am sure that the investigation that provincial treasury is going to do will also cover some of those issues that may seem like being loose ends of the report.
And Premier, before we let you go, we understand that the province also undertook its own investigation that was led by Treasury. Please take us through how far are you with that investigation?
The investigation is still on. I can't preempt the results of that investigation now. It is still on, it's still going on. The MEC for Treasury has not yet given me the report. As soon as the MEC for Treasury had given me a report, and I have gone through it, satisfied myself, and it's then that I'll make an educated response on this matter.
Just a more humane question, Premier. Family members, clients, depositors of VBS sat outside VBS branches in Thohoyandou for a whole day, sweating, crying, not knowing what the future holds for their deposits. Your two officials, whom you will be using in your election campaign, are implicated and fingered. How does that make you feel as the Premier of this province, knowing that the very same people who voted you into power are being sacrificed and their monies are allegedly being stolen by the very same politicians whom claim they are representing the poorest of the poor, the downtrodden?
I am obviously very sympathetic to those people, Sam. But I think I responded to this question already, because so how do I feel? I've already said that the feeling that I have is that of despondence, bad, and all these kind of things. I'm not feeling good about the situation. No political party and no leader of a self-respecting political party can really feel good about what is happening today and what happened to our people in Vembe.
Thank you very much, Premier Stan Mathabata. Hopefully we'll see you on Monday at Luthuli House at that all-important top 6 meeting that you'll be having as the Limpopo top 5. Well, Oli, that was the Premier of Limpopo and the ANC Provincial Chairperson, Stanley Chupu Mathabata, speaking about the VBS saga, saying they will be meeting